I was the only black person that was in the nail salon that I was training in. When I also went to get my qualifications, I was still the only black person there.
Wow.
Welcome to the Pro Beauty Pod. I'm Eve, editor of Professional Beauty, and together with my team we'll be bringing you insight and opinion on the hottest issues and the latest developments in beauty, spa, nails and aesthetics, as well as chatting with industry leaders and innovators about the secrets of their success. Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoy it.
Yes.
Shea, I'm going to start off with a question. I'm sure I know that I've asked you this before, but
Yes.
you're going to tell me again.
Let's hear it.
What inspired you to get into the nail industry?
So what mainly inspired me was the fact that I was at the nail salon with my mum for hours on end. Like, most people don't understand this because as a little girl, that's what we were into. Like, our mums always taken us as their little handbag and we just go with them everywhere that they go. So I spent hours on end with my mum in the nail salon, and I've always had a creative side to me. I wasn't someone who was into like maths and stuff like that, but I enjoyed English because I get to like be creative with that too also, and I could write for hours on end. And I love reading. Like, up to today, that's like one of my escape things that I do for myself. So that's how I kind of got into nails, because I then was like, oh, I want to learn to do nails too. So then my mum was like, yeah, sure, why not? And yeah, ever since then I've just been going from the age of 14. And I'm now the young, tender age of 33.
Still a baby.
So yeah, just enjoying the journey, really. I feel like there's just so much more to come.
There's definitely so much more to come for you, but you're in the midst or coming off the back of a very peak moment in your career.
Yes.
Which is obviously the Wicked movie,
Yes.
which another thing that I know you've been talking about a lot, but we can't get enough of it. I'm sure you can't. Tell us about that. Like, how did that come about? How did you end up doing the nails for the Wicked movie? How did you end up doing all of those incredible looks for Cynthia Erivo that we were all obsessed with?
So how it all started off was, I'm sure like everyone's probably read most of like the articles and stuff, but we've been friends for over 15 years now. And with that, we've just, when we first met, it was literally like because of nails. And that's how we connected. She had been to other well-known nail salons previously, and she really liked her nails, but she wasn't always happy with them when she left the nail salon. So she found me, and she came into I had like a little nail studio at the time, like literally above a hair salon. And I started doing her nails, we started chatting, and we just became friends through there. And ever since then, she's always brought me along on the journey with her. So even when she was in West End, in a theatre, stuff like that, I was always called backstage to be like doing her nails, like during the breaks and stuff like that.
I love that.
And then when the movie came about, I actually didn't know it was for the movie. So
what did they say to you? What did she say?
Well, in true Cynthia fashion, she was like, expect a call. And I was like, okay. And then she was like, and then when they call you, just let me know like your budget and if you're happy to do it and stuff like that. And I was like, okay. But at the time, they still didn't tell me what it was for.
Oh my
gosh.
So
obviously, because it's Cynthia, I trust her judgment. You know, she won't put me in fire.
Did you have any clue that she was going to be in that movie?
No.
No inkling whatsoever?
No.
Okay.
So when they called, I was actually sitting at home on my sofa, and we were like talking. We were like, yeah, we're going to do the nails, and we'll be filming for such and such a period of time, which obviously changed because we had the strike, the writer's strike in between.
Oh.
Yeah, so then instead of us filming for like, let's say a year, it ended up being 2 years because of, you know, the time and stuff.
Wow.
So when they called, I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. Like, no problem. Literally sitting on my sofa. And yeah, we just went since there.
It's crazy. I love all that little insider backstory.
Yeah.
So you were kind of just like, yes, I'll do it.
Yeah.
And you didn't
From the
even know
jump.
what it was.
Yeah.
Well, I absolutely love that. You were quite pregnant at the time, wasn't you?
Heavily pregnant.
How did you do it? So what was the actual process like? Was you on set a lot, or how did it work? And how did you manage it? Because I know you've got 2 other babies as well.
Yeah.
Mum of 3,
Yes.
seriously.
So in terms of managing it, I kind of just grasped it as I would anything else, because where I previously had my salon as well, and that's when I had my first child, and at the time I was managing maybe like 9 girls,
Wow.
a huge salon.
And this was
obviously
your
doing,
own salon, was
this
it?
is my own salon
my
in
gosh.
Stratford. So I was just like, if I can do that and get through like preeclampsia and stuff
my
like that,
gosh.
then I'll be fine. Like absolutely, like I think filming for Wicked was probably easier than me having a salon and running a salon and doing that kind of process and stuff. Probably much easier than me being pregnant during the pandemic and renovating my house as well.
Wow.
So I've been through
So
it.
it's
Do
like,
you know-
Wicked movie, give me another one.
Like, this is easy.
Oh my God, I love
so
that.
in terms of like creating the nails and stuff, I was at home most of the time, because obviously they were like, she's pregnant, we're doing press-ons anyway. They would send a courier to come and pick it up and like bring it back on set. And then Cynthia was adamant that I would park in like the car park and her driver would come and pick me up and take me on set, because she was like, you're not walking with all that stuff. So
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. So she was like, I'm gonna send Joe to you, and then
That's
you
so
could guys.
cute.
Yeah. So when I was on set, I'd say maybe like once or twice a week, if that. And then some of the days also I was going to her house in the evenings and stuff like that, and then we'd do that there. And a lot of people don't actually know that Wicked the whole thing was filmed in the UK. So
That's literally was about to be my next question. Where the
Yeah.
hell was it filmed?
yeah, in the UK.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How lucky.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's so good. Well, I'm going to... Obviously, I'm not going to
What are you gonna ask?
No, we can't. Is the next one filmed in the UK? Can you tell me that or
I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, she's
I
not,
don't know anything.
You're not going to find out anything about the next Wicked movie.
The nails
from
are good,
Shea. The nails are going to be amazing, but
Lips are sealed.
she's not telling us. So I love a press-on, and I love that whole concept of being able to like work at home,
Yes.
ship them off,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
how many actual sets did you make though? So say
I made around 33 sets.
33 sets.
Yeah, probably even more, to be honest.
33 sets in the same look, or
Same look.
Whoa,
Same look.
because I guess
Because fun fact is, obviously everyone knows that Cynthia did her own stunts, right?
yeah.
So because she did her own stunts, if
Her nails are gonna
anyone
be pinging
knows,
off.
yeah. So if anyone knows about press-on nails, you're thinking, okay, she probably had like the sticky tabs on and stuff like that. She didn't.
glue.
We glued.
Wow.
We glued.
You would need to glue.
Right.
I'm sorry, with all that
Flipping
spinning
in the
and
air.
flipping in the air.
Right.
Oh my
So
God.
we had to glue the nails on, and when we needed to change for like a different look, let's say if we were filming for Emerald City and we were filming for the previous scenes before that, sometimes we'd have to change twice in a day. So sometimes
Oh.
we'd be either painting on top of the design that we had there already, or soaking off to do a new one.
Oh my God.
So it just depends on what we were filming at the
And you
time.
were serious. You were soaking them off.
Yeah.
Like, because you've got the health of the
Yeah.
nail is important, but
Health of the
Jesus
nail.
Christ.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
But she actually has I made sure that her nail health was like 100%.
Yeah.
So she actually had really good nail beds regardless.
Okay.
And I guess it's because we're doing the press-ons anyway. So if we were, I guess, doing acrylics and we were like filing on and taking off and all of that, then I feel like there would be more damage to the nail bed, but
Yeah.
it was absolutely fine.
Oh God, I love that.
Yeah.
And then collaborating, so coming up with the looks,
Uh-huh.
creating the looks. I know that you collaborated a bit, but was it a lot of your concepts, a lot of your,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was all me.
Yeah, a little bit. So what we had to do was, I created like a mood board of like different designs and stuff like that. I obviously went to my babe Pinterest, which I love so
Pinterest.
dearly.
So, oh my God, what would you do without it?
Right? So I went to Pinterest and I had a look there. I saw some kind of like Wicked, Elphaba inspired kind of nails, but I wasn't too really inspired by it because
Yeah.
I was seeing like more pictures of like half of her face, which obviously is a classic and stuff like that. But we wanted, what we really wanted was something that would be timeless.
Yes.
So we wanted something that everyone could look at and be able to recreate at home or in a salon of their choice. So we had to kind of work together to collaborate. How are we going to do that to make sure that everyone would feel a part of Wicked,
Yes.
you know, to feel like Elphaba or to feel like they've got a bit of Elphaba. And funnily enough, I've had so much people send me their nail inspos, which is great. And also what I find amazing is that from this movie, no one really notices nails in movies. But in this particular one, it's been
You've
like the
changed
talk
the
of the
game.
show. Yeah, it's
Like,
crazy.
Seriously, and this is something that I really recognise, like doing my nails myself, but sometimes you can, if you walk onto a set,
Yes.
you're often the lowest.
Oh, absolutely.
It's
Nails
the
are always the
hair,
last.
It's the hair,
Yeah,
it's the
makeup.
Nails are, you're shoved in a corner.
Yeah.
You're lucky if you get a table.
Lucky.
I know that like people like yourself and other people in the industry are really
Yes.
championing to change that.
Yes.
But yeah, it's really important
Yeah.
that we kind of
Yeah.
sort that out, because
Yeah.
obviously people were so obsessed with you and what you were doing with Cynthia.
Yes.
And I think that has really, really shone a light on the nail industry.
Yes.
And the individual nail tech as well.
Yeah.
Like, what was it, say before, pre-Wicked,
Mm-hmm.
how do you see what I'm saying? I feel like it's just completely...
Yeah. Like, where were nails
transformed.
before in movies?
And now I think so many nail techs can have so many more opportunities.
100%.
Because people can see. I mean, it was all over the BBC.
Yeah, yeah.
What was that
I feel like
like?
let's talk about nails more when it comes to like film, catwalks,
Yeah.
fashion shows, you know, and let us be put more at the forefront and not as a last thought.
Yes.
And I feel like that's what it is. Like everyone, like you said, like it's always hair, makeup first, but nails are always like the last thought. It's an afterthought. So I just think that if we can like keep talking about it, shouting about it, be loud about it, then we'll be like we'll get our feet into places, you know.
Exactly.
And like like with the BBC, they literally just called me and they were like, "Oh, we'd love to come to your house and like do a report on
Not the big-
you know I know the big BBC," and I was like, me.
So amazing.
So they came and then I offered them a cup of tea and stuff like that. Then we went back into my cabin, which is in my garden at home, which we built, and we filmed there.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and then I thought it's only going to be on like what's it, regional news?
No, it
I
was
didn't-
everywhere.
And then like people started like filming and sending it to me. They were like, "We just saw you on the 6 o'clock news." I was like, me? They said it was only going to be like local news, not like big news.
No.
So it was crazy.
People loved it, and I think as well, like I had people sending me, they didn't know that I was going to be interviewing you, but they were sending me your work going like, keep going, like look how amazing this is.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I know, it's incredible. And I think it's, let's talk about diversity.
100%.
Okay, let's go there.
Let's go there.
But it's quite rare that you see someone that looks like you as a person of colour across a lot of areas of the industry.
Yeah.
But then when I started doing nails, there's very few people that look like me that are in the
Yeah.
industry. So coming across you, finding you, and then seeing your journey, it's just phenomenal, genuinely. Like, it's incredible. But
Yeah, and I'll let you know that when I did initially start out at the age of 14, I didn't see anyone that looked like me. I was the only black person that was in the nail salon that I was training in. When I also went to get my qualifications, I was still the only black person there.
wow.
And then when I got to the age of 18 and I was like, I want to do mobile on my own, I was still on the search of looking and just trying to explore, especially with like Instagram just like starting out and stuff like that. When I did initially like look around, there wasn't a lot of other people that looked like me either. So I was just like, okay, I've got a bit of a niche here. Let me just make sure that what I'm doing is going to be a statement. The nails that I'm doing, they're going to stand out. And I also enjoyed drawing as well. So I was able to draw pictures by hand on the nails and stuff like that. So I am lucky enough to know that I'm able to either go from a very basic, simple nail set to the most extravagant nail set. Like, if anyone comes in wanting to ask me, Shay, can you do this or can you do that? The answer will always be yes. Even if I don't know how to do it, I'll go on YouTube quickly or I'll check online or somewhere and I'll be like, okay, how did they do this? And then I'll be like, actually, yeah, I can do that. So, I mean, we might be the minority or whatever in most areas, but as long as you know your skill and you know it very well, then you'll always be fine.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that is frustrating because black women love nails. We love nails.
Yeah, we keep the industry going.
Exactly.
We
Seriously,
do.
No, I'm not. And hair. When it
Yeah.
comes to hair, like
Yep.
we might make up 3% of the population, but we make up 10% of the total hair spend.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's things like this that, yeah, don't sleep on.
No, don't sleep on your, no, don't sleep on your talent, girl.
What do you think brands can do to support us better as black nail techs?
Listen to us.
Yeah.
Listen to us. I have been in places where I have said, let's do this, or I think you should do that, and I'm coming from a space of how I feel that your brand could do a little bit better, and I've not been heard. But if you don't want to hear me, then I'm just going to do it myself.
Yeah, that's the one.
Just do it yourself.
Because otherwise it kind of ends up that you're doing a lot of free labour.
Yes.
And you become like you don't want to be a diversity
what we're
inclusion
worth.
person for someone's brand.
Why am I shouting for you? Go and do your own research.
Mm-hmm.
There is Google. Google is free.
Yes.
There is the library. There's books. You can read. You can do all of these things. So as much as you want your brand to look a certain way, or you don't want this kind of person there because they look like this or whatever, or their hair is nappy or whatever, we love our hair.
Mm-hmm.
We love how we look. We love our features. And we would like to be heard, not just with our voices, but put us on the front cover.
Yes, absolutely.
Put our nails on the front cover. Let our hands be seen. Okay, my hands might be too dark, but they look good to me. Do you know what I mean? So as long as we are able to shout about these things and keep shouting, I think we will be able to like open more doors, and I'm one of those people that's going to do that.
You really are. Actually, talking about covers, have you ever done Vogue? Have you ever done editorial? Because I've heard that, I mean, even the top nail techs that are doing campaigns for magazines like that, there's no budget. Where's the budget?
There is no budget, but I shout about a budget.
This is it. This is why we need people like you, because where's your budget? You've got a budget.
I shout about
Come
a budget,
on.
and I always say to my my management, I'm like, guys, let's make sure that we can put some kind of money into this. Do you know what I mean? So I've worked with like amazing brands like Mappin and Webb, who's a big jewelry brand. They do like Rolexes, like APs, all these kind of things. So I worked with them recently. They had a budget.
It's the advertisers.
Yeah.
That's, I think, commercial stuff you can get good money from.
Yeah.
But the editorial and the fashion stuff,
yeah,
even though that's a lot of the time what you want to do the most, because
yeah,
that's the most creative and whatever.
Yeah.
But then if you actually look at Vogue, like they never put an interesting nail in there, is it? They're clean girl.
I mean, I was not on the front cover, but during lockdown, I was there because I was talking about being a therapist as well as a nail tech to my clients, and that's true. That's somewhere like on my page on Instagram, like all the way down. But I was speaking about that during lockdown. But yeah, like you said, it wasn't a front cover, but it was a lovely story of like, I think there was like 3 nail techs, and we were all talking about that. Yeah, being a therapist and also a nail tech to our clients. But in terms of editorial and being on the front, they never really have a budget. I don't know why. I'm still trying to find out. If anyone finds out, let me know.
Yeah, I will try, but I've been trying to find out myself.
Yeah, because they try to do it more where it's on like, well, your name's going to be there.
But then sometimes they don't even credit you anyway.
Yeah, your name's going to be there.
Gosh.
And you can tell us like what brand you used to do the nails and stuff. I'm like, no. I also want to be paid for my talent. Exactly. I mean, I came here at probably like 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm not leaving till like 6 p.m. I could have done how many clients in that time?
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
True.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
We need more people like you that are kind of just won't take shit, really.
Yeah,
because you're at that point now where
I think when you go past 30, you're kind of like, do you know what?
Just Jog on,
Yeah.
mate. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Come on. Right, so my next question is, how, if the people in the audience want to kind of go into what you're doing, what would you advise they do?
My biggest advice is to socialize.
Yes.
Socialize, connect with people, connect with like-minded people as well, but also connect with people that are not even like-minded as you, because you don't know who someone else knows. Always shout about your Instagram, shout about your work.
Yes.
Always talk about what you do. I know it sounds a bit big-headed, but it's really important to let people know that you are in the room and let them know exactly what you can do. And that's how you're able to connect with people. Also, do not feel afraid to message someone, especially like a celebrity client that you've been wanting to work with for ages. Always make sure that you are posting on socials, because I know as much as you're a nail tech, unfortunately, you also have to be your PR person.
It's true. You can't really
Yeah.
get away with not doing it now, can
No,
you?
you kind of literally have to be filming a whole day in the life of
Yeah.
doing this, and so you always have to make sure that you are being seen. It's important to be seen. For me as well, in the way that I've connected with people, is I made sure I had a niche. I was able to branch out how I did because of how I do what I do. So in terms of the nail designs, in terms of being able to make sure I have really good shape, really good base, also have returning clients as well. And that's also because of how your work is. Your work speaks for itself, doesn't it? So word of mouth is really important as well.
Yeah.
Because let's say I'll be like, oh, Kezia did my nails the other day and it was really nice. They'll be like, okay, what did you like about it? You know, like, well, she laid the acrylic well and she did the builder gel well and stuff like that. And my nails have lasted 4 weeks before I had to go back. So then now that other person will be like, oh my gosh, you know, my friend, she went to Kezia, you know, and it just keeps going like a chain. So it's also important to make sure that your work speaks for itself. That's like, I'd say, the overall thing to take from trying to get out there and be more in the industry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Practice.
Makes perfect. I mean, up to, I think, was it like a year ago, I was still doing like courses and stuff like that. Like, never stop learning.
Yes.
Always keep learning. And with the nail industry, there's always something new.
Always.
There's always something new coming out. Always something
Someone was
new
telling me
happening.
fiberglass is going to come back the other day.
No.
I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think so. But you just never know.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Because it's like, if you look at how it was all about acrylic and then builder gel came out.
Exactly.
And then I think acrylic's going to have a big comeback at some point.
Yeah. My nails are acrylic now.
But I love acrylic. People love acrylic. But it's just one of those things where it's just the trend just got so jumped on.
And everyone's gone into Gel-X now, isn't it, as well?
Yes, I do like Gel-X, but I only use them really for like press-ons.
Yeah.
So I'm actually not using that.
So I'm using really expensive
gel tips for press-ons, which maybe I don't need to. I'm going to stop doing that.
Stop.
So I wanted to see if anyone in the audience had any questions for Shea.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi there.
Hello.
Congratulations on your success.
Thank you.
So I'm actually not a nail tech, but I do work in the beauty industry as a skin specialist. And I'm at the stage of my career where I want to like scale my business, and I'm looking at getting a shop. And I heard you say, oh, you went back to like a cabin in your garden.
Yeah. Yes.
Do you feel that like a shop is a direction in 2025 as someone that's been in the career a bit longer?
Personally, for me, no. And that's just me being totally honest. I mean, if you have the means to do so, then yes, feel free. Also, I guess it depends on the location and all of this, because let's be honest, when you have a shop, it's not just the shop. It comes with all the expenses. And for me, I had to pay like so many overheads. And if you can imagine, I was based in Stratford, so you can only imagine the rent for that as it is already, and then dealing with like all the overheads. So I had to pay for like crazy things like the bin bags, you know, it's just little things that add up. So eventually, I think also because where I was like pregnant and stuff like that, I was just kind of like, I don't really want to do it anymore, and I want to be more of a family person. But I wouldn't say like not to try it. Try it, see if it works for you. It doesn't matter if you fail, because that's a way for you to pick yourself back up again and try another route. You know, so if A doesn't work, try B. So if that's your passion and that's what you want to do, to try it and give it a go, feel free. But for me personally, I would say no. And it's just for me to have peace of mind, one, and just to know that I can decide on when I want to have clients and when I don't want to have clients.
Sure.
So for example, even today, I've had since I've been back, I just got back from Jamaica, and I've had clients messaging me already, but I've just been like, I'm not available, I can do this time or that time. As soon as I'm finished here, I've got to go back. I've got 3 clients this evening, you know, but I've managed to book them in this evening because, one, I am able to make sure that they work around me and work around my time, and I'm able to balance everything, especially if I've got my family and all of that to deal with. But if you don't and you're really like wanting to do it, go ahead.
Fair enough.
Just to know that you've tried it. If you fail, it doesn't matter.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, again, I'm in makeup industry, so I'm a bit
Nice.
different. I do want to get into nails though.
Do it.
I literally just bought my first kit, so yeah. So
well
let's see
done.
anyway. But
Congratulations.
thank you. So anything like creative side, but my question's more on PR and funding. So like, I need help in that sense of not making it come from my pocket, and sort of how to go about speaking with PRs and stuff like that, I think.
Yeah, so just reach out to brands. Reach out to brands, DM them, send them emails as well. Try to find those people online or LinkedIn, all those kind of places that you know you'll be able to find someone who works for the brand. Also, if there's a brand that you are particular that you want to use, let's say OPI, just maybe when you are reaching out to them, send them pictures and videos of your work that you've done. And then they'll be able to be like, well, yeah, we love what you do. We'd love to work with you. And then you can go from there. But definitely reach out to them.
Yeah, because I'm very good at messaging people. But I feel like a lot of brands, they don't check their DMs. So it's like, okay, or you get the fake ones emailing you and stuff like that. But it's just budgeting in that sense.
I guess the DMs, they do get congested. So if you can't reach them through there, always email. Or just find all the girls that work and, you know, just message them.
No, thank you.
You're welcome.
Seriously, like find people, go on LinkedIn and
and
find out
it's
everyone's jobs
place.
roles. Stalk people. Get their Instagram, slide into their DMs, like why not? Do you know what I mean? You've got to shoot your shot.
Don't be shy.
I have a question regarding younger people.
Yes.
We know that a lot of people, teenagers, because what I do is I go to schools. I have access to about 200 schools where I talk about the beauty industry, and we know that a lot of young people are consumers of the beauty industry, but necessarily don't know how to get into the beauty industry. And the way the world is changing now, so STEM, science, technology is slowly dying in a way.
It is.
And the beauty industry keeps going up. I wonder if you have any advice. What would you say to your younger self, number one? And then if you have any advice for teenagers who I would love you to meet them or talk to them about what you do and how you've done well. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So what I'd say to my younger self is to not give up. I felt like throughout my time of learning to do nails, there were a lot of times that I just wanted to give up because I just thought I wasn't doing the right thing or I wasn't doing enough. And I also felt as if my mum was always about education and stuff like that. And she was like, are you not going to go to uni? I was like, no, actually, I don't want to go to uni. I'm doing nails. And it's like, you're doing nails? I'm like, yeah, I am. So definitely just don't give up. That's definitely what I'd say to my younger self. And I think I've done well not doing that. Just keep pushing. And what I'd say to younger girls as well who want to be in the beauty industry is to try and start like buying your kit bit by bit. So if your nail drill is like £150, just start saving, putting money down, putting it aside bit by bit. Luckily for me, when I wanted to start doing nails, my aunt gave me £350 to start my business. And with that, I was able to buy acrylic, a brush, my drill, and like few polishes and stuff. Because at that time it was just like normal polishes. We weren't into like gel polishes at the time. So that's how I was able to start off my career. So I'm super thankful to her. And then, yeah, so my advice is for them to just keep saving and just buying bit by bit by bit, because that's what I did. And that's how I got to where I am now. And if you're able to get a lot of people to start practicing on as well, so practice on your mom, your sisters, friends, you know, and then that's how you're able to build your skill and be able to start pushing yourself out into the industry as well. Because I know a lot of girls now who are starting out at the age of like 12, 13, 14 doing nails, makeup, hair, you know, which is great. It's amazing. So that would be my advice for them as well. You're welcome.
I've actually got one more.
Sure.
3 products that you couldn't live without.
3 products that I couldn't live without.
Yeah.
Do I have to say like the brand or just...
Yeah.
I have to?
No, you don't have to say the brand.
No. Does it have to be nails?
Yeah. Well, now I'm interested in your other stuff.
Lip gloss.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've always got lip gloss in my bag. I've always got hand cream. Always got hand cream in my bag. And a nail file.
Love that.
I've always got a nail file on me. Like, there's nail file in like my kitchen cupboard. There's nail clippers. There's nail clippers in my kitchen
Just
cupboard.
all over the house.
There's a nail file in my car right now. And there's a nail file in my bag.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Shea. Can we give Shea a massive round of applause, please?
Thank you.